Everyone, it's Matt and Peg here, and I'm coming to you from my house here in Leavenworth, Kansas. And I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes tonight. I've got my 5-minute timer with me. Here we go. We're going to try to get this whole thing done inside 5 minutes. Forget my shirt. Hey, I want to talk to you tonight about something, and it's very important. I want to talk to you about my camera. I know y'all are going, my camera, Paul. Yes, I love photography. It's been a long time since I've taken pictures with my camera, with my big camera, because I'm pretty busy all the time. But hey, we all got our cell phones, don't we? Boy, we're taking selfies left and right. I know you guys see pictures left and right, but I'll tell you what, I even have professional cameras as well. And they're amazing. Photography is amazing. Did you know that? And when you take a picture, we think with our cameras, I just stick it up, click, it's just amazing how everything gets processed through our camera so very quickly. It focuses for us, it sets the lights for us and everything else. But when you use a 35 millimeter, like this one here, you gotta focus it sometimes yourself, and you gotta set the right focus, and you also got to set the right aperture. Now, I'll tell you, the little aperture, it's like a little thing in there, and it acts just like our eye. Sometimes it gets really big to let in a lot of light, and sometimes it gets really tiny like this. And that way it lets in less light. And it's called balance of light, because photography means to create with light. We're painting with light, just like we are right now. While we're doing this, I have a lighting background that helps light all this up so you can see me. And we're painting with light in this video. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of things, that's amazing about pictures. Because pictures will capture everything in our lives. And when the lens gets really big, you ever taken a picture where you saw the center picture was just perfect, it's in perfect focus, but as you look around it, the image around it is fuzzy? Well, that's because that lens was really, really big like this. It let in a lot of light, and it said, hey, I'm going to focus on this one thing, and this is what's so important, sharp. But but sometimes when we want information in the background so we can see everything in the picture, we make that thing really tiny in the camera, and it will put everything in focus. Up close, far. It's just amazing how cameras work and how light works, and that includes the light that comes into our hearts as well. And I want to share this with you about how much we are related to cameras. Because when we're out there right now, like we're dealing with COVID-19, and we're practicing social distancing, and we're sheltering in place, sometimes we become so focused on ourselves. It's like we got that really big lens, but we're so focused on ourselves and dealing with ourselves, everything else becomes a blur around us, and we're not thinking about other people, and sometimes sometimes that can be a good thing, but sometimes it's not a good thing. And right now, we more than ever need to close down our aperture. In camera world, it's called our f-stops. We need to shut down those f-stops. You know why? So that we can bring everything into focus. So we can focus on everything in life, including those who are around us, to help us, to remind us of the people who can't get out. We hand out teddy bears, and we had a lady who contacted us today. I says, I would like to have a teddy bear, but I can't get out. So we're going to probably do a special delivery tomorrow for her. And so that's because we're trying to help see the bigger picture. Now, it's hard for us to get out as well, because you all know why. But sometimes we can't focus on ourselves. We have to do the bigger thing. So we made some masks so we can go out. so we could be helpful to other people and be able to do a little bit more. And so, but we have to practice our social distancing. I know this is going a little bit longer than what we intended, but we have to think of the other person when we're practicing social distancing. We have to think of the other person when we're staying home in place. We have to think about all those things. And so I want to encourage you tonight, open your heart up to pay attention to the small, finer details. It's like when you take a picture and you see just one person in a picture, and it could be cluttered in the background. And sometimes clutter will distract you from the main picture. And so you got to remove the clutter out of your way so you can see the bigger picture. So that way you can clearly see what you're focusing on. And you need to use a narrow f-stop so that way everything comes into focus so you can see not just for what you're doing for yourself, but for others as well. So that way we can all do this together and we can get through this thing together. My name is Matt and Peg, and we come to you from Peg Saving Paws here in Leavenworth, Kansas. I don't have my sign up, I apologize. But we just wanted to share that with you tonight. Open up your heart, close down your f-stops, so you can focus not just on yourself, but the whole picture around you. Remember, be safe, be smart, have a purpose, and make social distancing and sheltering in place a part of that purpose for your life. And let's get through this thing together. And remember your heart. Make sure you're looking in your heart and you see the big picture. You have a good night.